God's work in our lives. We're going to read from here today. True stories of God's touch. And this is a great one. It's Don't Let It Rain Today. At last, after holding Sunday school in the choir loft and in corners of the sanctuary, the members of our small church finally raised enough money to build an education building. On the day the concrete floor was to be poured, I woke up at 5 a.m. Seeing the sky heavy with clouds, I phoned the contractor to call off the day's work. Rain mixing with the fresh concrete might add an additional expense that our tight budget would not permit. Our dream of a new building might be delayed indefinitely. By 6 a.m., however, with no rain, I made the difficult decision to call and tell the contractor to come after all. But when I arrived at the church to await the workers, rain clouds swirled overhead. I walked to the center of the building site and knelt. I prayed, "Don't let it rain today, Lord." Then, thinking about the farmers in this rural community who needed the rain, I changed my request. Just don't let it rain right here. Within a few minutes, the crews arrived and prepared the ground for the concrete. The clouds grew more ominous. At noon, the workers drove away for lunch. Soon they returned to report that the rains were coming down so hard around them, they couldn't get out of their trucks. In the afternoon, the men worked feverishly, hurrying to finish before the expected downpour. To the east and to the west, rain poured down. But that day, on the site where the concrete was poured, the rains never fell. This is a true story from Kenneth Bishop. You gotta love those stories like that. You gotta love those stories. The rains fell all around, but not where they had poured the concrete pad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little reading. Have a great day. And even if it is raining, go out and dance in it.